Hi East Africa, how you doing? What's popping? What's good? How is everybody doing? Wherever you're locked into the show, wherever you make it today to RS, catch me live every single Saturday here as we're ripping for the region East Africa. Channel U, we still remind you that we're strictly doing East Africa and we want to put East Africa to the globe. So wherever you are locked into the show, wherever East African country that you're locked onto the show, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Burundi, South Sudan, we say thank you for always making us the home of entertainment when it comes to East African content. I'm reminding you that in case you can't get to your TV and access channel, you can also hit the Azam TV Max app that is on the App Store. Also, you can go to the Google Play Store and have the application. And you can also hit us on our social media platform that is the Channel East on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you'll definitely be having us on your fingertips and get notified of what is happening in the entertainment industry. First things first, to do onto the show, I'm having a lady who's joining us. We're gonna be diving more into her music. Many people have been loving her brand new song that she released. People have been requesting it like mob times, and I was like, why not? Let's get her onto the show. But before we go for that, Uganda has something to celebrate. The MTV awards that have been happening in other African countries, one of the biggest African awards that we have. We're so glad that they are done, going to be happening in Uganda. It was, I think it was a Tuesday when the official launch happened at Mestil Hotel, and we're so glad that Uganda, we actually trying to like move to the next level. If these awards can come home, then definitely everything. But what you need to do, keep it locked on Channel U. You're gonna be getting all the updates of what is gonna be happening. The awards are happening on the February 21st, that is 2021, that is next year. So keep it locked and get to know how many Ugandans are getting nominated into the awards. But first things first, let's dive into the show today. Tap anybody and tell them we are live on channel 362, that is Azam TV. LAIKA, welcome into the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We're so glad. Thank you for getting off your time and then talk to the people of East Africa.
Yeah, anytime. Thank you.
Okay, people want to know who are we talking to. First, say hi to the people of East Africa.
Hi, East Africa. This is LAIKA Music, and I'm just new in the industry, but yeah, I'm here, and I'm so happy to have people accept me and just the recognition that I've been getting so far. Yeah, and I hope to have more, as time goes on.
People have been requesting, and people when they're requesting your songs and I request our shows, people be like, play for me LAIKA's music, play for me that song from LAIKA from Rwanda, LAIKA from Uganda. Let's first get to know, is LAIKA Ugandan, is LAIKA from Rwanda? Some people are saying LAIKA from the States, and I was like, who?
It's a whole lot of confusion, eh? Yeah, but I'm both Ugandan and Rwandan. I'm both my parents are Ugandan and Rwandan. So yeah, but I was living in the States. I was studying there, and I worked a little bit there, and then I relocated here.
So should we say LAIKA is American Rwandan based artist?
I like to say I'm East African. Yes.
Okay, so speaking, how long were you in Uganda, or which of the both countries have you spent most of the time, Uganda or Rwanda?
I'll say I studied a little bit here. Maybe my growing up was here, but home, maybe some of my family is in Rwanda. So I'll say both, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so and when did you fly to the States?
I went there in 2013. Yeah.
Okay, so and now the LAIKA we see now is a musician. So first, take us through your journey of how you discovered that you have the talent, how you discovered maybe I can do music.
So, well, I'd like to think it's in the family because I have relatives, I have family. My parents, my dad likes to play instruments. So I like to think that, but also personally, I had the passion. I used to sing back then, sing everywhere. I've done covers on Instagram. I used to open up for some people. It wasn't that serious because I had some other things going on, but officially, 2020 is when I started doing like release. I released my first single.
Did you do some choir? Did you do some choir singing, or did you have some? Do you have any background of singing in the church?
No, not at all. Not church, but other stuff like live. Yeah.
So, were you as the covers? What had inspired you to do the covers? Didn't you? Because I've seen people like sticking to the cover part and they're making it so good. So, why didn't you stick to the cover part? Or you felt like now it's the time I need to do something and go into the industry?
I always enjoyed covers because it was fun, and like you said, changing it and trying to make it sound better. I like playing around with my vocals. I feel like the cover part was more like perfecting my vocals, but I felt like I needed to break through the other side of me, and I had to teach myself how to write, how to record, how to like the other side of being a recording artist. Yeah.
So you know Dumba? He's okay. Some guy who he's Ugandan actually, but also has some part of Rwanda. But then he's doing some covers. So that's why I was asking you, why didn't you stay into the cover part? But then you told me you had the other passion for music. So about the covers, how was the reception of the covers to the people?
They loved it. They always made me like redo more covers and covers. It was fun doing it. Yeah.
Were you doing covers of the songs that you particularly like, or were you doing covers for fun? Were you doing covers just in your free time? What was the what was the main aim?
So I did covers, especially when I was in college. I was like, I would like to think I'm an introvert sometimes. So I felt like that was how I felt, happy, and it just brought out my happy side. So that's how I fell in love with doing covers. Yeah.
So being in the states where I know you can get that's why the college was in the states.
Yes.
So being in the states where kids or children are given opportunity to maybe like study music and maybe like focus on that very particular part. Did you ever study like music while in the college?
I did music classes, but it wasn't like music. It was just something I could do to just get, they have this thing you get like classes to just get it done with the whole degree system, but it wasn't like I'm doing music to help me with any type of. I did totally different. I did accounting, and I feel like I needed to have both sides of, like, music will always be there, my passion will always be there, but with music, the industry, you never know, so you need to have that backup side to it. Yeah.
So doing the covers, people want to know which covers has Leica done. Were you doing for people mainly in the state to be like, let me do Alicia Keys, let me do something from Ariane Grande, or you had East Africa at heart?
Always East Africa. East Africa is always at heart. I've done Sauti Sol. I've also done like Beyonce. I've done Rihanna. I've done Lauryn Hill, Alicia Keys, Adele.
No, Ugandan.
Ugandan. I didn't post any of Ugandan stuff, but I used to, in my like low key moments, I used to do like Lillian songs, like the Kinyarwanda song she has done. Then I've also done like some other African artists, not like basically like, East Africa, but West Africa, yeah.
Speaking of all the artists you've talked about, and I see you're talking about Beyonce and maybe Lilian Mbabazi, it brings me to other parts. So you want to tell me you're a vocalist? You have a strong voice, and then you want, because when you say Lilian Mbabazi, I feel that how the cover is gonna be coming out.
I like to think so. Like I think I'm good. I have work to do, but I would like to consider myself a vocalist. Yeah.
Okay, as the time goes on, you're gonna prove to us. But let's first get back to college. As you're doing this and you're doing accounting and then you're doing the covers, how do the parents take it when they think that we have an accountant, she's in the states and she's studying, she's gonna be coming back, working with you and working, and they be like, what? Like is now doing music?
Well, I do work actually. I have a job, I have a day job, but it allows me to do all the other stuff. So at least I didn't put that to waste. So I still do that until my music can be able to bring me enough income for me to let go of the other day job part. So I think I'm doing okay, and my parents have supported me. So yeah.
Okay, now let's go to the cover part where you feel like now I need to break through as an artist. So when was that? What was the last cover you did and you like? Okay, what gave you that motivation to be like, you know what? I've done the covers. I'm doing the vocals. At least I've mastered my piece. I now can think I can do singing.
Uh, I feel like that was maybe during COVID. Okay, well, during COVID,
COVID found you here, or you were in the
I
states?
was in the States. But even so, as soon as I graduated, that's when I was like, you know what? I was working, yeah, but I was like, let me go and record. I recorded so many things, but some of them I didn't like. But then at that moment, I learned so much about recording, doing harmonies and all these things. So, but I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately or me being a perfectionist. So far, it's just one release that's been out. Because the other stuff, I felt like I was just playing around.
So you released this one in the states or when you're here?
I released the audio, official audio. Actually, I was back, but I had done some type of teaser before I came.
So
Yeah.
I'm like the recording, the everything was done in the states.
Yes, recording and video shoot, everything was in the States. Yeah.
And then now you've done the covers. You decide I want to do singing. How do you handle the writing?
So the writing, so far I've been writing for myself, and yes, I think I'm doing well. It might not be the best, but I'm perfecting it, and I'm also going to work with songwriters because I want to tap into all that. Yeah.
So when you're doing these covers, is there any person that came through and like, you know what, like you can do music, you have a nice vocal, you is there somebody else who inspired you like, you know what, you can do music, try it and see?
Everyone, my brother, my family, my dad, everyone has really, not, I can't say inspired, or I don't know the right word to use, but I've had people just motivate me and tell me, follow your dreams, do all this. And also myself, I like to think I'm a go-getter, so I go for what I like.
Growing up in the family where you have people who will love the music, you'd say your dad was Sakama doing the instruments. Did you ever think, as you were growing up, living Uganda, Rwanda, going to the States, is there any other time you saw that you could do music, or it had never run into your mind?
It started fairly I won't say recent, maybe 8 years back. That's when I was like, it was always in me, but I'm like, I have, maybe I was multi-talented. I had all these things. I'm like, maybe there's so much I could do, but there's a point in my life I was like, this is what I want to do. Yeah.
So let's, before we get into a short commercial break, I want you first to take us through the college. Being with the kids in the States, how is it? Because those are countries where, they appreciate music, they do. So is that, did that also give you in one or another, motivate you to do the music?
No, I would say not really, because, but I also think they're kind of locked into that. They don't look to the other side of life. And I feel like me, I grew up, well, not even partially, most of the time I grew up, before I went to the States, I was here. So I've seen as an African child, we're told, you have to have education, you have to study all these things, and I think it's necessary. So I feel like with the other kids there, it's like they're kind of like, you're either or, and I never really supported that. Yeah.
So you coming back here for working, and then all, or you going back to the States?
Now I'm permanently located here, and my job is here, so I'll be here. And of course, I will always go to the States, and maybe record or shoot videos or something like that, or even work in the future. So yeah, that's in the options, but I feel like now I'm located here now.
Okay, as we go for a short commercial break, we still will like a music. You can tap anybody from Rwanda, anybody from Uganda, and anybody from the States. If you're watching channel you, definitely tap them and tell them we still will like a music. Any fan of LAIKA, tap them and tell them, you know what, the baby mama is live on channel you. That is channel 360 on Azam TV. But right now, want to get into a short commercial break and have a song from LAIKA. And when we come back, she's gonna be telling us how is she ready to take on the industry. I know many people out there, how the industry is something that is kind of hard. A lot has to take place so that we can make it to the top. But anyway, we want to see how LAIKA is prepared and what is she planning for us. Let's get back and get more of LAIKA music. Let's get back.
DDI on the beat.
You are shining, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. Me and you and me, just you and me. Let's travel the world. Me and you and me, just you and me, yeah. My type, ooh, you're my type. You got the right vibe, you got the right vibe. My type, ooh, you're my type. paradise. Let's travel the world, me and you in paradise. In paradise, yeah. Heard you a player. Can I change your mind? Your mind, your mind, your mind, your mind and mine. What we could have had now, we can never find. Never find it, find it, find it, find it, find. Let's get away, yeah. Me and you and me. Just you and me. Let's travel the world. Me and you and me. Just you and me, yeah. Ooh, you're my type. Ooh, you're my type. You got the right vibe. You got the right vibe. Ooh, you're my type. Ooh, you're my type. You got the right vibe. You got the right vibe. My type. Ooh, you're my type. You got the right vibe. You got the right vibe. My type. Ooh, you're my type. You got the right vibe. You got the right vibe. Ooh, you're my type. Ooh, you're my type. You got the right vibe. You got the right vibe.
Hey, everybody that is still locked into the session, everybody that is still locked into Celebrity Jazz, once again, I want to say thank you guys for making it a date. I hope you guys had a short, nice musical break. That song came in from LAIKA, and she's going to elaborate to us more about that song. But once again, I want to tell everybody that not forgetting the MTV Mama Awards are here down in Uganda. And if you want to know of what is taking place, just hit us on our social media platform. That is a Channel East, and you always get notified of what is going to be happening, which East African is being nominated, which Ugandan artist is being nominated. All you need to do is to stay locked on East Africa's Home of Entertainment, that is Channel East. Right now, I'm back with my guest, LAIKA. So, LAIKA, I want to ask you, how prepared are you for the music industry? We're saying the music is good, the video is good, but then that's the one song that you've so far done.
Well, for me, I've kind of set my own principles. Yes, I know the industry is set in its own way, but I've also kind of set my own principles. And I told myself, and especially during this time, during COVID, I told myself, I'm not going to put myself on pressure for anything. But I also do want to be able to release, I want to put out good piece of artwork. Like, I want to prepare something. If it's a single, whether it's a EP or album, I'll make sure I sit down and create something and critique and make sure it's perfect before I put it out there. So that's what I want to tell my fans and people that have been following up on me. So I know I've been hearing people saying, so what's next? What's next? I'm like, first, enjoy what I've put out there. But I think I'm gonna set my own principles and also be able to just learn from people, the people that are already in the industry. I hear advice every day, and I take in what I can, but I do take in most of the stuff. So yeah, I'll do a lot of recording with the good producers and also collaborations. And yeah, just enjoy the music industry, because this is what I've wanted this for a long time.
So, cause the problem with Ugandans, once you release a song, 1 month and you aren't releasing, will be like, what, one music, like, how are you gonna handle that pressure?
I've been taking it in so far, and I'm handling it. But like I said, everything is like, okay, for example, like I put in so much energy and effort and work into what I just released, and I still have people telling me, well, it's not good enough. But you cannot always live for people. But what I can promise, and what I can promise myself too, is be able to sit down and be like, this, now I've set a boundary. I've set a pace or a boundary to myself. So now the next thing that I'm gonna release and work on has to be better than what I did before. Cause yeah, I have to outdo myself. So like I said, I'm gonna sit down and record, and pick out the best that I like and what I think can attract the market that I'm in right now, and do a nice video, nice everything, whether it's a single, whether it's an EP, and put it out there.
Speaking of music, there's something that everybody looks at, and that is the financial part of it. How are you prepared with with the financial? Have you decided all the dollars you got from the states, you're gonna invest them into the music, or if it's somebody who is behind you, somebody who's gonna be helping you, like a management, all that?
Well, I work, so far I'm an independent artist, but hopefully with time, I someone can reach out to me or an investor, whether it's a management or something. That's what every artist not like wants. So for me, I'm looking forward to having that, and I think I'm in the right path by just putting my potential out there. But so far, I'm an independent artist. Yeah.
Here in Uganda, have you got a chance to speak to, hit the producers, talk to them, hit the managers, hit the event organizers, the media personality people, talk to them and see how is the music going? Have you been studying this for some good time, or you come in the industry where you don't know where you're gonna be going after this, after this, after this?
So I have been doing that. I've listened to producers. I've there's a lot of stuff in the works right now with some producers. I'm not sure what to release yet, but I'm still working on that. I've listened to what they have to tell me. I do take in what I can take in, but I don't have to take in everything they tell me, because at the end of the day, I tell people this, like, the music industry is the way it is. Yes, you have to target the market, but you have to be authentic. You have to be yourself. You cannot be there saying, I want to sing like Shiba, I want to sing like Juliana, and then in the end you're going to just be lost. You have to have your unique sound, and just be there. And at the end of the day, even if you're really really not like, you're not sounding like everyone else, you're going to have your people. You're going to have your fan base, that people that die hard for you. So I believe that these are my own principles, and that's how I go with. Yeah.
Being that you've traveled and met a lot of people and experienced a lot of things, what do you think should we expect from Leica to bring into the East African industry? You've traveled, you've worked with producers from outside, you've seen systems which are better than maybe some of the people here in East Africa. You've worked with those producers are good enough, the video directors. What do you think are you going to add for us into the music industry of East Africa? Being that you've traveled and being experienced.
Um, I think I'm gonna bring it all, entertainment, just everything, but most especially, well, with time, for me, I'm a creative artist. I envision so much, like whether it comes to whether it's videos, whether it's like a, how do you call that thing that Beyonce does, like a video, like more like a movie kind of. I don't know the word to use, but that's like body of work, of artwork that she releases. But all of that for me, I've envisioned so much ever since I was young. So I feel like I wanna put my art out there, not necessarily into like in the vocal part, but in just putting art out there. And I don't wanna copy or anything. I wanna bring my original artwork to the people. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then the industry is something where you're an independent artist, but then I think for what a little thing I know that the artists have been with, you have to have like a team, people who are going to be helping you. Don't you think this thing is going to be hard for you? You have work to juggle, and then you have the artists who are you having a team that is going to be helping you? Like, you know what, the people who are going to be taking your music to the radio station, the people who are going to be talking to the media personalities. Because I'm asking myself, you want to do it independent, won't it be hard for you?
Yes, it's been hard so far. But I've been trying, I've been pushing it, but everything is hard in this. Even someone who has to wake up and go to the market to work for their kids, they're also hustling. So everything comes with a cost. But the best part, it's something that I love.
You have a lot of passion, you have a lot of confidence. What motivates you to all be confident? Because everything you like, you're prepared. Whatever comes, you're gonna make it.
Yeah, I believe I had to be mentally ready. Even I'm not. I have we have a lot of people that got into this music industry when they're really young, but I'm not very young. I'm not old, but I'm not very young. But I feel like this is the right time. Maybe if I started doing music back then when I wanted to, I would probably be lost somewhere. But I think that's why I'm getting all the confidence from. I'm in the right space of mind.
Being a vocalist, which we're gonna know as before we sign out, people who have known the music want have heard it, but then they want to hear from you singing to us. So, any instruments you know that you're playing, because they know at least a vocalist they'll be like a violin, guitar, and
Actually, no. no instruments. Yeah.
But then your dad being an instrument, didn't you ever steal them and be like, let me try it and play the guitar?
Yes, my dad plays guitar and piano and all that, and he taught my two brothers, but I unfortunately was not interested.
How come? How come? I'm like, you'd have grabbed one guitar and be like, eh.
Well, I for some reason, maybe because you have to cut your nails or something, but it's actually it's not as
So the only part of it that is making you fail to learn the instrument is the nails. Oh, the ladies.
not really actually. But I tried. I actually tried. I did like two lessons, two classes, and it's not fun. But I do want to take some maybe piano classes in the future. Yeah.
And in the College of Music in the US, what were you, what would they really like teach you in those music classes? Is it like do re mi fa sol la ti do?
Not no we did that, but they also taught us how to like breathing and all that, like vocal lessons. But they also taught us the theory part, like terms like falsetto, and then stuff like like soprano and all that. All those, there are very many terms in music, and I learned all that stuff.
So you mean like where I am right now, I don't know anything with the vocals. Those people can teach me, and then I learn how to sing and then become a good vocalist like Maurice Kia.
I think this is just me. I think anyone can sing. No, I'm not saying me. I just woke up and I said I can sing, but I think if you have the passion, I think anyone can have the vocals to develop. That's just me. I don't know.
Okay, professionally, we're speaking of how long into the industry. That is 1 year.
Me? Yeah. Yeah, but I just released my video, so I wouldn't say 1 year.
So far, how is it going? So far, how do you feel it? Do you feel the pressure? Do you feel scared? Do you feel have you ever been there and you be like, I think I should chill this? How has it been so far for that short time that you've been in this? Has it given you passion to continue, or another it has laid you down? You sit home and be like, really, will I make it?
Honestly, okay, yeah, because of the COVID and stuff, I've kind of uh, set my expectations low, so I know there's not much income maybe that's going to like come in, not just for me, for even the ones who have been in the industry for so far. But I also, yeah, I do understand there's that situation, but when it comes to recognition and people just motivating me and accepting me, it's been so much. It's been like tremendous, I feel I'm not scared. Yeah.
Are you doing music for passionately, or are you doing music? You want to take music as a career?
I want to do it very passionately until it turns into a career. So, like I said, when the income comes in, when that check comes in, I'll give it my all.
So now let's speak about your new song. People have been loving it. First, talk to us about the song.
So this song that you guys just watched is My Type. It's by LAIKA, and I recorded the audio.
First, wait. It's called My Type. So what was the inspiration behind the song? You have an ideal guy that you're looking at, be like, my type, my type, my type.
So it wasn't nothing real, nothing like from any true story or anything, but it was a love song, and I sat down, in my room, and I wrote it. I wrote the whole song. So yeah, I just came up with a little, like anything on anyone inspired me. But yeah, like I said, I listen to R&B music, I listen to all these people, and I hear all these words and they just get stuck in my head. Yeah.
Okay, then the producer, I want to know the producer was behind it.
So the producer is a US based Nigerian. Yeah, like you can hear the beat is a little bit Afrobeat. Yeah. But yeah, he produced the song and he also shot the video. Yeah.
Being that you've done from those producers, don't you think it's gonna help? It's gonna be something that you need to add in more and look for people who are really, really, really talented. Because if this beat and the next song, they are not the same. So I think you're gonna be having people who are more experienced to bring out the same. Because now for us, we're loving this Afrobeat from a US producer and everything.
Yeah, like I said, for me, I want to do something in between Afrobeat and R&B. So something a little African and also not too R&B. So I want to, even though the producers that I've been working with and the ones that I'm going to work with, I go there and I tell them my sound and try to work around that. So I think even if there'll be a difference, there'll be a small difference. Yeah.
We have loved My Type. We have accepted you in the industry. The first time they played this song on TV on channel, I was like, wow, who is this? But like, when are we getting another song?
Another that song is coming.
Till when?
I'll say beginning next year, but I will not tell you.
Wait, you want to have us the whole December without having anything from Laika?
I released the video this month, so
Ugandans, for us now we already want a new type.
well, I'm an independent artist, so you guys are gonna have to accept. But the good thing is that you know what? It will be a bomb. So I'll release that. You wait for that bomb, but it will come in.
Okay, is it a one or it's gonna be like a IP? Or you don't want to? Can you still for us some Kalitu?
Like I said, I'm now juggling with everything. Like I have a collabo, I have like some singles that I'm already recording and everything. So I'm going to sit down and pick out something I think the people would love to hear next, and then I'll work around that. But right now I can't say I know which one is coming next.
Okay, one thing we want to know. Would Laika sing for us Luganda? Does Laika know Luganda? Does Laika know any language apart from English and other foreign languages?
I speak Luganda because
Wasuzo Kenya.
Asuze bulungi.
Yebaleko.
Kale sebo.
Genda giti.
Genda bulungi.
I'm really surprised. Anyway, and then you also know Rwanda. What I'm saying?
Mwaramutse.
Okay, that's cool. Anything with the people of East Africa as we sign out?
I just want to say keep following LAIKA Music. I have my social media, which is Instagram. That Instagram, which is LAIKA Music __, and then
why the 2 underscores?
Because I couldn't get the right. I couldn't get only LAIKA Music. Yeah, but that's Instagram. That's the most active, I think. And then I also have Twitter, which is a little bit inactive, but it's LAIKA Music, just like that. And then I have my YouTube, which is LAIKA Music with a Q at the end. But
a Q at the end as in LAIKQ.
Then music, but with a Q.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. I understand. Okay, and tell them you have a lot of fan base that is coming in from Rwanda. I want you to speak to those people as we sign out and tell them what they should expect.
Yes, I have a big fan base from Rwanda, and like recently they've been showing me so much love. Thank you so much for playing my music on the biggest stations there. Ndabakunda cyane, and I want you to support me, and you're not gonna be disappointed. And also I have a big fan base from like Tanzania and stuff like that. Nawapenda sana, and you're gonna love this journey. And please just walk with me this journey, and I hope you love it. Yeah.
Like, are you single?
Just no, I'm
the way you're stammering, you don't look to be single. But anyway, thank you for coming through. Always make it the date. You have some new music, tap us, and let's have a good time and talk to people.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that has been LAIKA Music over there. Thank you to everybody who has been watching that is LAIKA. She told you can reach out to her social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and also go down on her YouTube channel, subscribe, and always get to be updated and notified of what she's going to be releasing. Once again, I want to say, bless up my people down in South Sudan, reminding you that Silver X, my brother over there, released a new album, Teach the World. It's officially out as we had him last weekend, and he told us about everything. But what I want to tell you, go down and sub and hit on that album and get to have it. But otherwise, I think we're gonna be catching up next Saturday. I love you all. Stay blessed. It's been a one Nyeko Ediga onto the camera, and everybody, the channel, you diehards. Thank you for always making us at the home of entertainment. We love you all. Stay blessed. Till next Saturday. Not forgetting, stay safe. COVID is real. See you when you see it.